Hi guys, welcome to the Fitrush, and today we are going to be talking about all the medals that I got during all of my runs in the past couple of years. And I'll tell you which are the best runs that you have to take part in to get these awesome medals. So let's find out. And all what you see over here are the important medals that I have received over the past couple of years. Just like how a piece of photograph or a small photograph brings back so much of memories to you when you actually look into it, these medals have a small story to tell. So I'll just be giving you a small glimpse of what exactly happened to me during those runs. Each medal has its own story. So let me walk you through these medals. So this was actually not a 10-kilometer run. This is the least distance that I have ever covered. It was somewhere around 7 kilometers. But as you see, this is a very special run because this was for a charitable event. It was for an event which I was running for people who were not able to run and suffering from muscle dystrophy. So we were raising awareness and raising funds for them. So this was a very, very important run, and it happened in a place called GKVK. It's actually an agricultural university. Beautiful place to run. Very enjoyable run. Okay. The next medal that I have over here is the Cult 10K. So this is a very special medal because this was the first medal that I ever received in my running career. And everybody knows Cult. Cult is a very famous gym brand that is very famous across India. And this was not one of my best timings in 10K. It was around 1 hour and 4 minutes, but I was very, very excited to run this 10 kilometers because it was my very first 10 kilometers. And this was the run that started off that entire journey that you see behind me. Now, this medal that you see over here is the Alertathon medal. It's a 10-kilometer run. So the 5-kilometer guys had a green color painting over here, and this is a 10-kilometer run. So this was also another very wonderful initiative by one of my running friend who organized this run. It was to bring awareness to people while on the road. Wonderful run, thoroughly enjoyed it. And another special thing about this run was this was the first run that I actually was running along with my office colleagues. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And you know me, I have this kind of personality who tends to force people to come and run with me during my other runs. So yeah, this was that run which I was running with my colleagues. Very nice. Okay, now we are looking at the TCS 10K run. Now I am very, very sure that each and every one of you would have heard about this run. This is the most famous run that happens in Bangalore or even in the world. It's hosted by TCS. I think almost every single runner in Bangalore will definitely run this run or would have run this run. Uh, a very nice run. I feel it's slightly expensive for a 10-kilometer run compared to the other 10-kilometer runs. I have just run this once. They make a beautiful medal. Unfortunately, it's a very small place that people run and everybody comes to run. So you really don't get this opportunity or the fun to run for a TCS 10K. I really hope they change the route and give people a little more room to run, and that will be really great. Amazing medal though. Okay, so this is a run which I had done in Yelahanka. It's called the Yelahanka 10K, and this is another special run. It's not a very popular run, and I wouldn't recommend people to go and run the Yelahanka 10-kilometer run. I ended up doing the Yelahanka 10K because I was running with my best friend. His name is Shubhank. He also has a YouTube channel. I'll be linking it below. Do have a look. He travels around the world. Beautiful videos. I've linked his YouTube channel down in the description. So yeah, beautiful place to run, Yelahanka. Completely different from what it is in the heart of Bangalore because there are a lot of buildings over here. Yelahanka is a very green and serene place to run. So yeah, definitely a nice, enjoyable run. Okay, So this is another 10-kilometer run that I had done. It's called the Reebok Floatathon, and this was a free run. I did not pay for this. Of course, all of those runs you have to pay because a lot of uh, okay, let's get one thing clear. Some people have this small confusion that why are you paying to run? So I just want to give you guys a small summary about what exactly happens. So the reason why you pay is you are actually paying for the place that you're running, so many people that are supporting you for food, hydration, the t-shirts that come free with it, and the medals that come with it. All of this costs money. So that's why you actually pay for all of this. It's a service that you pay. So yeah, anyway, that's out of the picture. So this happened to be a free run. Why this was a free run? This was from Reebok. Reebok is a very big company, as you guys know. It's a sporting brand, and they were launching their new shoe, and it was right next to my house. And you best believe that I will never give up an opportunity to get a free medal. So yeah, this was a Reebok 10K. Okay, now this is called the Intensity Run. This was a very special run for me because this was the first run that I got invited to do a 10K. So usually all these runs you have to go on, log into their website, pay some amount of money and then register. Some of them you have to be eligible. I'll be coming to those medals. But this run I had actually got an invite from one of my running friend to come and run this run. This was actually taking place in a place called Whitefield. I had never run there before and it was a great experience. And thank you for inviting me. Okay, so this is called the Bengaluru 10K Challenge, another 10-kilometer that I had taken part in. Now, why it's called the Bengaluru 10K Challenge? This happens to take place in a road called Nice Road. Yes, the road is called a Nice Road. It's a highway made out of concrete. It's not tar road. So it makes it that much more difficult to run. Bengaluru 10K Challenge has a lot of incline and decline, making it a real challenge. Hence, its name Bengaluru 10K. But I love this run. The reason why I love this run is this is one of the most inexpensive runs that you can probably take part in. They have an amazing early bird offer whenever they launch this run. So I will always register with the early bird offer, and the best part is with an early bird offer, I think it's about 600 to 700 rupees for one registration, for which you get this amazing medal, you get great t-shirts, and you get the most amazing breakfast that's there to offer. It's like a buffet when you go for this run. And why this run is really special to me, this was the first run that I completed in less than 60 minutes. Yes, this was 58 minutes. So that's why it's very special to me. Now this medal is again Bengaluru 10K Challenge. It's the same as the previous one, but the next year. Now, like I told you, this is one of the runs that almost everybody in Bangalore will take part in, and they keep changing the medals, which is really cool. So you get to know that you're doing different editions. This medal is really special to me because this was my fastest 10K, and that was 54 minutes. I ended up getting 54 minutes in this 10K. This medal is again Bengaluru 10K, but the 2019 edition. I'm not very proud of this medal because I ended up doing really bad in this run, ended up getting 58 minutes, became slower the next year. But what makes this really special was this is the first time me and my mother were actually running together during this run. So holds a lot of memories. So now those were all the 10K runs that I had run, and I gave you my honest review and opinion about it. If you ask me which is my favorite or most favorite, definitely it will be the Cult run because that was my first 10-kilometer run. And if you would ask me any other run apart from the 10-kilometer run that I would recommend people to run, it will definitely be the Bengaluru 10K Challenge, the most amazing run that's there in Bengaluru, which is a 10K run. So I would highly recommend you guys to go and try the Bengaluru 10K run once the lockdown is done and once the marathons or the runs start. Yeah, and I want to make one small thing clear to everybody. A 10K is just a 10K. I don't want to sound like a jerk, but I'm just trying to help you guys, to make you guys understand. A 10K is a 10K, a 5K is a 5K. You cannot call a 10K a 10K marathon or a 5K as a 5K marathon. What qualifies to be a marathon? 42.2 kilometers or approximately 42 kilometers. That qualifies to be a marathon. Anything lesser than that is not a marathon. Anyway, moving on. So the next that we are going to review is the 21-kilometer run. So these are the half marathons. These are 21 kilometers, as you can see over here. They're written on the label, and this is the medal. So this medal is very special to me because this is the first half marathon that I had completed, and there is a small story behind this. I was actually suffering from dengue during that time, where my platelet count had gone really low and I was getting really weak and I was not able to run. I was very disappointed that I had practiced for the run, but I will not be able to run because I was unwell. So I get this call from one of my friend just the previous night. He just gave me a 5-minute pep talk and motivated me to go and run this run. And believe it or not, I ended up completing 21 kilometers the next day with fever. But I want to highly stress on one point over here. There's a clear and fine line between being taking a risk and being reckless. So make sure that you know that fine line. Don't push it too much. You can always run runs anytime. So as you can see, this medal is beautifully made. You can see this building is called the Vidhan Saudha. It's actually the Parliament building in Bengaluru. One of the most famous runs that happens in Bangalore. The best part about registering for this run, now there are many runs where you just register and go and do the run, but this is a little different. These guys do it a little different. So this run usually happens towards the end of the year, somewhere during October. That's when usually Bengaluru Marathon takes place. And the best part, what they do is they conduct training runs throughout the year. So the registrations open somewhere during March, and you can register for some event that's there in October, and they conduct multiple training runs for you so that you can run, and each and every training run is free of cost. So you pay for one run and everything is actually free. You get free t-shirts for every one of those training runs, and they're all at different locations. So amazing work, NEB Sports. Really appreciate. Okay, this is another 21-kilometer run, another very special run. Beautifully done medal. The quality of medals, as you see for the 21K, just keeps on improving as we keep on going. Another special run. This was a very difficult run because it's actually held at the Nice Road, which I told you about, where I did the Bengaluru 10K challenge, which I told you there's a lot of incline and decline. Now the Bengaluru 10K is just a 5-kilometer, and halfway through the route we take a U-turn and come back. But this is one toll gate to another toll gate. So it's like 10 kilometers and 10 kilometers, and somewhere in between we end up completing that one extra kilometer. Lot of incline, beautiful run, really loved it. I think this might be the best looking medal that I have in my entire collection. Now just look at it, it's so beautifully made. It's like a star. It just makes you feel so special when you get a medal of this quality. Of course, the run is really expensive. It's a 21-kilometer run. It's called Kaveri Trail Marathon, one of the most beautiful runs that I have taken part in. It is somewhere in between Bangalore and Mysore. It's about 120 kilometers from Bangalore, so you have to drive all the way there, and you will be able to run right beside the Kaveri River. Of course, it is really hot and humid over there, but then, you know, if it's getting hot, you can always just jump into the river, take a quick dip and then come back. Amazing run. These guys really know how to make medals. It's the most beautiful medal that I have ever seen. Yeah, so I highly recommend everybody to give a try for Kaveri Trail Marathon. Their website is beautiful. Do check it out. Okay, this what you see over here is not your regular medal. It's made out of wood, as you can see. It's called the Nandi Bull Run. So I know most of you all might be very happy or very inclined to run towards hill runs and any run that is an incline. Well, this is a hill run which we have at a place called Nandi Hills, which is about 40 to 50 kilometers away from Bangalore. Beautiful place to run, and it has crazy amount of inclination. Really challenging place to run. So if any of y'all in Bangalore would really want to challenge yourself, I highly recommend to try Nandi Hills. This was a beautiful place to run, and it's a very special place. If you ask anybody in Bangalore, have you gone to Nandi Hills, they'll be like, yeah, I've probably gone 10 to 15 times. So that's how special Nandi Hills is to all of us. And yeah, so this was a very special run to me because I was actually training for my ultra marathon during this run. Okay, now you see this doll. This was also another medal that I received from the Pinkathon. Now, what is Pinkathon? Pinkathon is actually this initiative for women empowerment and to raise awareness about breast cancer. So these medals are really special because they're actually made by women who were affected during the tsunami. So it gives them a way of employment, and it also helps us help them in employment. And another thing about the Pinkathon, I was a part of the Pinkathon training group for Indranagar or Jeevan Bhima Nagar, where I used to train a couple of the women to help them complete their 21-kilometer run. And I was also a 21-kilometer pacer for one of my friends, Seema, who happens to be another ultra runner. Ended up completing 21 kilometers, and this is that medal. Furthermore, I also received a wonderful award from the brand ambassador himself, that's Milind Soman, who had completed an Ultraman. Now, for those of y'all who don't know what an Ultraman is, just check it out in Google or just Google Milind Soman, and then you'll get to know who I'm talking about. I'll be coming out with another video which is a part 2 of reviewing the other runs and my experiences in those runs. And for now, I'll see you again with another video. Stay safe, stay fit.